Hi everybody, our lesson today is conditional zero and conditional type 1. Now we will start by conditional zero. For conditional zero, the form is we have if clause, which means condition, and main clause result. So for if clause, we have if plus simple present, and for main clause we have simple present. I will repeat again. The form of conditional zero is if clause, which means condition, main clause result. For if clause, in if clause we have if plus simple present, and for main clause we have simple present. Examples: here we have if you eat fatty food, so here this is if clause, and the verb here we have eat, which is in simple present. You get obese is main clause, and here we have the verb get, which means in simple present. And then we have you get obese if you eat fatty food. So here you get obese is main clause, if you eat fatty food is if clause. Here we change the arrangement of if clause and main clause, but the meaning does not change. What we have here and what we can notice here is the use of comma. So when if clause comes in at the beginning, we have to use comma. When if clause comes second, we cannot use comma. Then we can also change if by when. So here we have when you eat fatty food, you get obese. Okay, and the meaning still the same. Now we can use the use of conditional zero, or we can say also the function of zero, the zero conditional. So for the zero conditional is used to make statements about the real world and often refers to general truths such as scientific facts. Okay, so I will repeat again. So the zero conditional is used to make statements about the real world and often refers to general truths such as scientific facts. Examples here we have if you freeze water it becomes solid. So we have if clause, we have simple present freeze, and main clause we have becomes, which is simple present. The second example, we have plants die if they don't get enough water. So here we have die, okay, in the main clause die, and in if clause we have don't get. So here we have simple present, simple present. The next example is if my son has a cold, I usually catch it. So we have here has, if clause we have verb has, which is in simple present. In main clause we have catch, okay, which is also in simple present. Another example, if public transport is efficient, people stop using their cars. So here for if clause we have verb to be is in simple present, and for main clause we have stop, which is also in simple present. Then we have other example, if you mix red and blue you get purple. So here we have in if clause we have verb mix, which is in simple present, and for main clause we have get. Okay, yeah, so now we can move to another type of conditional, which is conditional type 1. So for conditional type 1, the form is here we have if clause, which means condition, and main clause result. So for if clause we have if plus simple present, and for main clause we have simple future. Okay, we'll repeat again. So for if clause we have if plus simple present, and for main clause we have simple future. Here we have simple future. Examples, we have if it rains you will get wet. Okay, so look here, we have in if clause we have rains, simple present. Then in main clause we have you will get, and will get here is future. You will get wet if it rains. So here we have main clause you will get in simple present, in simple future, and if clause we have it rains. Here the same thing, we change the arrangement of if clause and main clause. So when we change it, the meaning does not change. Then we have another example, if you are late again I will be mad. So in if clause we have are, which is verb to be in simple present, and in main clause we have will be in simple future. The same thing here, if we change the arrangement of the if clause and main clause, here we will start by main clause, I will be mad if you are late. So here we start by main clause, then after that we have if clause. So the difference between when we start by if clause is the use of comma. So here if clause we use comma. Okay, here I have to use comma, I forget it, but we have to use here comma. Okay, then for the third example we have if you don't hurry you will miss the bus. So for if clause we have don't hurry. Okay, so this is simple present. You will miss the bus, we have will miss is a simple future. Okay, then we have another example, you will miss the bus if you don't hurry. So here we change the arrangement of if clause and main clause. So here we start by main clause, you will miss the bus, then after that we have if clause. Concerning now we can move on the function or the use of conditional type 1. So here we have the type 1 conditionals refers to possible condition and its probable result. These sentences are based on facts and they are used to make statements about the real world. Okay, I will repeat again. So the type 1 conditional refers to possible condition that its probable result, and its probable result. These sentences are based on facts and they are used to make statements about the real world. Okay, examples, here we have if I have time I'll finish that work. So here we have in if clause we have simple present. In main clause I'll finish, which means simple future. What will you do if you miss the train? Okay, so here in main clause we have will you do, okay, which means simple future. In if clause we have miss the train, here we have verb miss in simple present. Another example, if you drop that glass, okay, it will break. In if clause we have simple present drop, okay, if you drop, here we have simple present, and in main clause we have will break. So will break is in simple future. Another example, we have if you don't understand I'll repeat. So here we have don't understand. In if clause it's a simple present. Then for main clause I'll repeat, we have repeat, it's in simple future. The last example, here we have if you don't leave, I'll call the police. So here in if clause we have don't leave, which is simple present. I'll call the police means simple future. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. Bye.